Right now, every time it's Wednesday, it's all about the desk for U24 television. Many thanks for always keeping yourselves glued onto the continent's leading intellectual platform, actually the highest platform for solution finding. I am talking the desk now more than ever. I'm yours truly, Shadrach Shagaf Kesame. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the corridors of the Equal Opportunities Commission. Now, the Equal Opportunities Commission is a statutory body that was set up by the Act of Parliament to actually effect the Article 32.1 and 32.3 of the Constitution of Uganda. Now, this commission is actually mandated to eliminate discrimination and inequalities of individuals and groups of people with regards to gender or sex, religious affiliation, politics, just to mention but a few. Now tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I get the privilege to sit down with the member of the third commission, the Honorable Sseruwagi Habibu. Now we're going to be talking about what the Equal Opportunities Commission has been able to do, what are they doing now, what should a Ugandan out there that falls in the brackets of the people they are meant to help do to access them. Thank you very much for talking to us today, Honorable.
You're welcome.
Yes,
thank you.
The people on the desk are looking forward to hearing from people like you, so that they know what exactly people like you are doing for them. Maybe quickly you can introduce yourself and the commission, then we can start from there.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shadrach, for this program, very good program. My name is Sseruwagi Habibu. I'm a member of the third commission of the Equal Opportunities Commission. And basically, as you have reiterated, we are a constitutional body that is mandated to eliminate all forms of discrimination and marginalization in our society. And this resulted, by the way, this issue came out in around 1990s when there was a Constitutional Review Commission, where the commission review, as it was moving to the stakeholders, it found that there was a lot of inequalities that existed. The rich were very rich and the poor were very poor. And so as a result, they found a way on how they can do away with such imbalances. And that resulted into putting this article in the Constitution, the Article 32.1 and 3. So in 2007, Parliament enacted the Equal Opportunities Commission Act, and this act was operationalized in 2010 when the first commission was appointed by His Excellency the President. So our mandate is quite elaborate and quite big. This is a constitutional body, and that was put in place to eliminate all forms of discrimination and inequalities against any individual or group of individual or persons on grounds of sex, age, color, race, ethnic background, tribe, health status, religion, or economic standing or political opinion or disability.
Right, because when you say that, Honorable, someone watching may be from, because the demographic that follows me are really youths, they are young people, and I know they go through such things. So someone is wondering, okay, if I've gotten that kind of discrimination, or I walked into an office to interview for a job, but because I was female, they didn't give me the opportunity. Is that the kind of discrimination you're talking about?
Oh yes, that is the kind of discrimination we are talking about. You know, the Commission really takes affirmative action in favor of those groups that are marginalized on the basis of age, gender, and any other creed created by history. And so we look at our people. You know, inequalities start from us, amongst us. And that is why when the President is composing the Equal Opportunities Commission members, the law is very clear that it should be an all-round. So you find we have a representative from Eastern Uganda, Western Uganda, Central Uganda, Northern Uganda. We have a youth, we have an elder, we have a person with a disability. Our chairperson is Hajat Safia Narule. She was a former member of Parliament for 15 years. And she's steering the committee well. Our other members, there is Denise from Western Uganda. Denise, Honorable Denise Tusime.
Yes.
Then also we have Honorable Sister Mary Wasagali from Eastern Uganda.
Right.
We also have our Vice Chairperson, Honorable Cox Ojuko Joel. So the composer of our really takes, we get to see that each, at least most of the constituents are covered in there.
Represented, right?
They are represented. And of course, for instance, we look at issues. We look at issues that surround our community. They have refused a person a job because he's a young person. When he qualifies, when he has everything they want, then we come in as a commission. Then we look at someone is being neglected because is suffering from the stigma, HIV/AIDS.
Yes.
Someone is refused some work because he's not of a certain tribe.
Yes.
Then the commission comes in to see that those inequalities and those imbalances, the discrimination is put away.
Right. So, Honorable, actually, before you continue, because this is something that until you did the report on the street children, which was really, really good, that my colleagues did, until then, I think some people did not really know that, okay, these people are here for us. The Equal Opportunities Commission is here for us. So I think it's important that Ugandans understand that you are here for them.
Yes.
Because it is, people sit down maybe, because and first of all, it's a national office.
Yes.
I am knowledgeable.
Yes.
So someone can leave wherever they are to come to your office in Kampala, or do you have agents, even say in Kangurumira or Wakiso?
You know, being a government agency, we are also constrained by resources, finances. We would love to be everywhere. We would love to have regional offices, but because of the economic pressure, apparently, we are unable to open up those offices countrywide. However, we've been having legal clinics in different parts of the country. Just yesterday, was it 17th? Yes, 17th of August. We were in Mbarara and Isingiro, covering, having the legal clinics, telling people what we do. People actually lodged so many cases with us so that we could handle. So most of our tribunals actually are not held in Kampala here, at Kampala Kingdom. We go there and have sessions for a week. We listen to the cases of the people, we arbitrate, we go to the tribunal, and then we solve them.
Okay.
And we go to different parts of the country. So we are planning to also have a trip in Busoga just very soon. And then also we go to the north.
Okay.
We have so many cases that come because they lodge cases online, they submit online. Others submit physical. So we normally don't want to, because our people are the vulnerable.
Yes.
They are the marginalized.
Yes.
They don't have money. So that is why even the commission goes to the extent of paying a transport refund to the witnesses of these people, so that they are able to get justice.
Honorable, I want to go for a short break right now, but when I return, because now the discussion is getting wider, I want us to, re-echo the online platform, because I think that's right now is the most effective way to handle things. So after the break, we talk about the online platforms, how someone can reach you via the website. Now, do not go away. It is getting intense here. I mean, with information that you did not know, but we are on the desk and we're coming back. Alright, welcome back. Now, if you're just joining us, I'm afraid you've missed the very first insightful segment of this very lovely episode of The Desk, where we are in the corridors of the Equal Opportunities Commission, and my sit down with the Honorable Sseruwagi Habibu is actually fruitful, because we just found out that they are open to every Ugandan out there. And Honorable, we left off when you just actually made something very important, that there's a website that people can actually send complaints remotely.
Yes. You know, because we are dealing with the vulnerable people, they actually may not be able to go and access internet services, or it becomes quite hard.
Yes.
So what we have done is we've put in place a toll-free line.
Okay.
Where people can call us and lodge their complaints with us, so that we look through and investigate their complaints. We normally, when they call us and our lawyers, we have a fully fledged legal department here.
Okay.
So when they call us, they register their complaints, and we dispatch a team of investigators who go on the ground and investigate the matter. And then we issue summons to both parties to come, and then we arbitrate first. Here, before we go for a full tribunal, we first use alternative dispute resolution mechanisms, which we have mediation, conciliation, arbitration, and others. So that we can get a win-win situation with our people and the respondents.
Before we even go, kindly give them the number. You said it's toll-free, and it's toll-free, no airtime needed, nothing. You just call.
You just call, and then you'll get one of our officers answer you. And then this is 0800 100 440. I repeat, 800 100 440. That is the free phone for our people. You call in and lodge your complaints with us, and then we can be able to follow up.
So, Honorable, you said you have a full legal team, because, to be honest, like people say, Ugandans by Nakajanja. Do you do an evaluation of the cases before? Because someone may just call in because there is an opportunity.
No. Of course. As I earlier reiterated, that when you lodge a complaint, we don't just call you to come or call the respondent that you have a case here. No, we first dispatch our team of investigators. They go and ascertain whether what you're telling us is true. They get facts from different areas. They might even come to LCs when even you don't know that these people have actually come to the LCs. They can come to your neighbors, get the statements, and investigate the entire case before actually you're summoned here. But we try as much as possible to do that in a very short time, so that our people can access justice they need. Because imagine someone has been refused a job, and they're about to give out the job. So if such a person calls here that I've been discriminated against because I'm not from this district, and these people are ring fencing, which is not legal. So we go in immediately. So that an illegality doesn't happen before we intervene. So how do you? Because I'm sure that you get a bit of traffic of complaints, and you said you're stretched out, with resources. How do you sieve and prioritize? Of course, we look at the cases and see which one are about to get danger, which one need immediate attention of the commission. So it is in that regard that now we categorize that these people are going, this group is going to be chased out of this land because they are unable to defend themselves. So you run in there and then you protect the people. And there are cases that really that can even first hold on as you first handle the emergencies.
So it's emergency by emergency scenario.
Yes, because we don't have all the resources that we would need to actually cover the entire country. But we normally try our best to use the minimal resources we get from government in order to accord justice to our people.
Right. Honorable, this is a question I like to ask people the most. Have you registered successes that, hey, we saved this person's land from being taken, hey, we saved the other disabled woman to get a job or to get this facility? Do we have cases that have been successful in the last, you've been here for over a decade, since 2011?
Yes, that is true. There are more than 100 decisions that the commission has taken, and all these have been respected. And commission has intervened in so many areas where it has been a success. And very soon we are going to profile what the commission has been able to do.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you people, the journalists, the media there, they don't know exactly what the commission has done in regards to actually saving their properties, saving, putting away that element of inequality, putting away the element of discrimination in society, putting away the element of marginalization in our society. But the commission has done a lot. Do you know that as a commission we developed the gender and equity planning budgeting tools?
Oh, wow.
Yes, and this should be remembered. That was in 2015 when government strengthened its commitment to realize equal opportunities in the budgeting processes. This means that we put actually there are 3 provisions of gender and equity in the budgeting tools. This means that if you are not compliant with the equal opportunities and gender, that means your budget cannot be approved, and so you can't get budget for your institution. So we assess and monitor all government MDAs, all local governments, to see that the element of compliance of gender and equity is inclusive. That means that we look at the youth, we look at the women, we look at the elders, we look at the people with disabilities, to see that when there is a national framework of government programs, they don't miss out, they are included. For instance, the PDM, now it is the kid on the block, parish development model. You people had a thing to do with it. Yes, of course, of course. Because we had to make recommendations for 30%. Where the youth, the women, people with disabilities can be part. And also we also made recommendations, and actually it was in PPDA, where government procurements, we put in some portion of the youth, the women and the disabled. They get some percentage to also participate in our national development agenda. Because these contracts are for government and they have some money. So why should our people miss out?
I'm now getting your narrative, Honorable. So Honorable is saying it's not just and quotes the small cases where you report an injustice, where you report maybe a land theft. They go as much as affecting policy. They go as much as affecting the big national documents to say, hey, the people we represent, the stakeholders in the Equal Opportunities Commission are featured when it comes to national planning, as even with the budget. And I think now the people who fall within all the stakeholders, all the beneficiaries of this commission should be excited about that, because I don't think they even know that they affect the budget.
No. Of course, it's mandatory for all the MDAs and local government to comply with gender and equity requirements during post-budget and the budgeting process, because we normally recommend for the issuance of certificate of compliance with the gender and equity requirements, and without that certificate you can't get your budget. So normally, and we only don't stop at only getting that done, but we go and see
the implementation
level and monitor, and say that okay, we put that PDM, the youth are there, the women should be there, the elders, the disabled. Is it actually working for our people? Is it actually working for our groups?
Have they benefited? Do we have a handful of people who have gotten that money?
Yes. And the other day we got, we are now calling upon our people, the youth groups, the people with disabilities, the women groups, to come up in organized associations, so that they can register themselves in their association, so that they register even with us.
We're still live here at the Equal Opportunities Commission, and we are in the office of the Honorable Sseruwagi Habibu, who is a member of the Third Commission. Now we are having an interesting discussion here. He's ensuring Ugandans that the commission is for them, but you can follow this very lovely discussion on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Do that for Shadrach Kisame. If you've not followed me on Facebook, you have a minute right now to go type in Shadrach Kisame, and you'll definitely be able to find me on Facebook. Now, likewise, the Equal Opportunities Commission, we've been told by the Honorable that you can actually lodge a complaint online digitally. It's the digital age, so you can also do it for the commission. You can, if you have a complaint, all you need to do is type in either Google or social media Equal Opportunities Commission, and they'll definitely be able to get back to you. Now, Honorable, these are our last 8 minutes, and we want to be finding out. I personally want to find out, because this is the first thing you talked about, that you're constrained. It's a national office, but the resources are not enough.
Yes.
What would you say to government?
Of course, it's a national problem that the economy is not doing well. However, we try as much as possible to use the available few resources that we allocated as an institution, and also call upon other agencies of government, like the Ministry of Finance, to give us more, because we quite have more, and these are vulnerable people that we are helping. We are looking at a very significant number of people that we are trying to reach out to help.
Yeah.
So when we get a few resources, instead of reaching out to 500 people, we reach out to 80 people.
Yeah.
So what happens with 420? They don't get justice at all.
Yeah.
And these are Ugandans that really are accustomed to getting this justice. The other thing is, getting justice starts from laws.
Yes.
In the lawmaking process.
Yes.
So the commission is also mandated to review the laws,
yes,
to see that the laws that have been made, at least there is an element that promotes the youth, the people with disabilities, the elderly, the women, all those groups. So we have reviewed so many bills and laws. So we're doing quite a lot here.
Yeah.
That you may not even understand. We wrote a report on the salary discrepancies in 2016, and government has taken it up now.
The science teachers had to first get out of Wusa. That's a story for another day.
Yes.
but Honorable, talking about the youth now, interesting discussion, because over 77% of the population in Uganda are, people who are below the age of 30, and these are the youths. And there's so much happening with the youth, unemployment. There's so much. What are you doing? Some of the things on your fingertips that, hey, this is what we're doing for the youth in particular.
First of all, I would like to tell Ugandans that government jobs are not very many. We are more than 45 million Ugandans, and the government of Uganda employs less than 500,000 people.
Yeah.
So that means that we're not all supposed to look at government. We can look, but government can help us secure the jobs. And that is what the government is doing. The president put this commission for a purpose. Now we are looking for youth groups so that we can recommend them for jobs.
Okay.
We are looking for women groups. What has been happening is someone registers a company, she's a woman, and says this is a group for the women, when actually it's not. And that is what these companies, these organizations, government institutions that we are working with find a problem. But when we know that these are groups of youth, they are associations organized, they can actually do this work, then we can recommend them to these institutions. So that they can be able, from their big contracts, our Ugandans can be able to get some jobs. And that is the best way on how we can tap on national resources for at least our people.
Talking about government contracts, if you're to evaluate, most of them are given to foreigners. Is it, because this is a question that I always have to people here on the desk, is it a question of incompetence, efficiency, and the youths? Do we know what we're doing, that we do not deserve these contracts? What's happening?
Of course, some contracts will lack capacity. We have not built enough capacity to handle some of these contracts. And that is why Ugandan government said that however much they give an international firm a contract, there should be 30% element of national content. Yes. So it's not that government doesn't want to give its people jobs or contracts, but this involves huge sums of money. People don't have bid securities even. You find they are giving you a contract and you're supposed to deposit $6 million bid security. And you are a starter. So what we are trying to do is, government is trying to make local farms build capacity. And as a result, even some government institutions have ring-fenced certain amount of money to be given to these local farms. UNRWA is doing it. The NSSF is doing it. And other entities of government. There are contracts where we don't invite international farms. Let's say here at Equal Opportunities Commission, we want someone to supply us with food. We go to China and get someone to
the Indians doing that.
So those contracts are normally ring-fenced for Ugandans, so that we are also able to build capacity. And at a certain stage, we shall be able to also handle those contracts, because we are working alongside these foreign farms in order to see what they are doing for us. We learn from them, and then at the end of the day, when we get that experience, expertise, we get the resources, then we can be able to handle such contracts.
Right. As we wind up, Honorable, even that issue of the youths themselves, you discover that, like what you were talking about, why the youths lack the financial muscle is because they are credit unworthy. They cannot get capital, they cannot get credit. What is there? Have you people thought about it?
But you see, government has been working around the clock to see that at least youth can get something for themselves in terms of working and organizing themselves. Government is not going to come and remove you from bed that come and do this, but it puts favorable conditions for you. It has had so many programs. Some have not gone very well, but some at least have tried. We saw the youth livelihood program. It was a very good program. Many people benefited from the youth livelihood program. It was under National Youth Council. And I can testify to so many that benefited from it. We saw the other program of Emyoga. Many people have benefited from Emyoga. Many youth are there. Women, elderlies, people with disabilities, they have formed their groups and they have benefited. Although a few instances, it has not been able to work out properly. And normally with media, those that have gone wrong,
they're the ones we cover. Those are the ones we cover.
So PDM, we have, there's nothing like registration fees, go to URSB, get a circle, register the circle, go to the RDC's place, confirm it, LOCs, register your circle, get into PDM. Money is coming at parishes. Let us learn to embrace government programs as youth, as women, as people with disabilities. At the end of the day, it is us to benefit. But when we leave government programs and we don't participate, then we shall keep losing out.
Our time is really, really fast spent. We have a couple of minutes. I want to give the last 1 minute to the Honorable to just assure Ugandans that you are here for them and these government programs are actually for them and there is no politics around.
I'd like to assure Ugandans that the government is there for you. This is part of government as Equal Opportunities Commission. The President put this commission to help the vulnerable people, the people who are marginalized, the people who are discriminated against, and the President has been so supportive of this commission from its inception up to today. We would like to also take this honor to inform Ugandans that this commission does not charge any legal fees. Services are free of charge. We call upon all the public to come and lodge to the commission their complaints as long as they fall within our area of jurisdiction. And those that do not fall within our area, we shall always refer them to other legal institutions. Our offices are at Kingdom Kampala building in Kampala. We also have our headquarters in Bugolobi near Royal Suites. And we all can also be reached at on toll-free line, which is 0800-100-440. Kindly don't fear to come. Equal Opportunities is there for you, and it is, as you hear its name, it is equal opportunities for all. I thank you.
All right, now that is the Honorable Sseruwagi Habibu. He's been very resourceful as far as getting us the information that we need. Now here on the desk, this is what we set ourselves on the pedestal to do, to make sure that intellectually you are fed, you're informed, you are educated. Now tonight you can be the judge. Otherwise, thank you very much, Honorable, for talking to us. He has a very very busy schedule, but he has set out a few minutes just to talk to us. Now from me and the entire 24 management for tonight, I would like to say good night, good luck, adios for God and my country, and may the good Lord bless this beautiful Uganda. Now until next week, same place, same time, and of course same host, good night.